Welcome back from that short break, and thank you for staying tuned to Sunrise at Sea here on CTV. Today is the 24th of June 2022. It's a Friday. I'm always excited for Fridays, and I expect that the ladies are excited as well. And the conversation we are carrying on today is in regard to money. I mean, right now, oh my goodness, it's very tough out there. The fuel prices are now, it's 6,000. Other fuel stations, it's 5,980, you know, among other prices. And here's the thing. Right now, there's so many ladies who are talking about if you do not have a man in your life who can be able to take care of you, of your car bills and fuel bills, you are in it. So joining me today are the ladies, and we are going to deliberate on the matter in regard to the breadwinner model in a family setting, in relationships. And we are asking the question, and we did post it on our social media platforms: should men be the sole providers in relationships, in marriage? Well, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Happy Friday.
Thank you.
Friday.
I have a question.
Yes, please.
You said ladies nowadays, you know, are in the economy and they need. What did you mean, ladies, or are you speaking for yourself?
I'm not speaking for myself. I have had conversations with multiple ladies who are talking about, you know what, right now I need a man who can provide for me. Fuel prices are up, commodity prices are up. I cannot be able to sustain myself. I'm not talking about myself.
Let's not forget
I'm talking about
they're going to start taxing Netflix and chill. So
yes, but anyway, from the beginning of time, when, you know, God created heaven and earth, there were women and men were assigned gender roles, and here this is where we see that men were actually told to be providers for their families, and women on the other hand are to give birth and also take care of their families. This also goes all the way to the African traditional setting, where men used to be hunters, go out there and make sure they bring food on the table and take care of their families in terms of finances. And on the other hand, women were the ones who take care of children back at home and do all the house chores. But you know, as times have evolved, we have seen this come to change, where we see ladies actually becoming heads of households, where there's so many women, single mothers out there who are entirely taking care of their households. And also in some instances where you find that in the event that a man in the home doesn't have a job, we've seen some women step up and be able to take care of their families. But I will start off with actually a Bible quotation or verse, and that is from Timothy chapter 5 verses 8, and it says, "But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than a believer." And they are referring to men. But also we do see statistics right now show that female-headed households are about 28.3%, and that is of 2019, according to the World Bank collection of development indicators complied from officially organized sources. So to start off the conversation, I'd like to ask the ladies to give me your blunt opinion. Do you think, if we are to look at gender roles and see, look at the beginning of time, what God commanded both men and women to do, do you think that men should be sole providers in relationships, in marriages, in families?
this economy.
Well, I'll be the first to say that I don't think men should be sole providers in a family, only if they've actually done what they've actually allowed the other person or their partner to thrive in their own setting as a person. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, yeah? If you want to be a sole provider, give the other partner everything.
What
do you mean by
everything?
everything?
By everything, I mean you are providing from food to electricity to shopping to airtime to transportation, any and everything your partner wants.
And that's exactly what we mean. What I mean, okay.
Yes, but then if you're not going to give that to someone, allow them to do something else. Allow them to, you know, develop on their own, pursue their dreams, pursue their career, and then, you know, share the responsibility in a family. So for me, I don't think men should be sole providers in a family setting. Yeah, they should.
But aren't we running away from gender roles? Because here's my argument.
Times have changed.
No, look at this. Look at this. If you say that men shouldn't be sole providers, bringing food to the table, paying tuition for the kids at home, I think this should also mean that if we are going to do house chores, Yes, even a man should be involved.
That's what
100%.
I'm saying. If your man reduces you to just being a babysitter, to just being a woman who's taking care of the home and cooking and cleaning and doing all that, then they should be the sole provider. But if they allow you the opportunity to go out there and work, pursue your dreams, chase your dreams, you should be able to share the responsibility where you need to. But I feel like also it depends on a person. Some men find pride and joy in providing for their families. Others have already, you know, accepted the fact that it just won't work. They don't believe in it anymore. And we haven't just seen it happening now. We've seen it happen in our societies, in our communities. Where I come from, in the northern Uganda, areas of Arua and Yumbe and Koboko, it's the women who are providing, surprisingly. It's not like the men don't know how to provide, but they wake up in the morning, they'll sit around in their drinking circles and drink from pots and just spend their day doing that, while the women back at home are in the gardens, they're digging, they're carrying children on their backs, they're coming back home to prepare food, because you have to prepare the food at the end of the day. If food is supposed to be served at 1 p.m., your man who is out there drinking joint doesn't care.
Okay.
So for me, really, if you know you are going to give your partner a fair chance to, you know, go ahead and thrive in life, then you can share the responsibility. But if you're going to reduce them to just being a household help or something like that, then you should be able to provide 1000%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. What should I say? Very tough question. And maybe my
And
personal
we're
person
looking
might
for a
be
blunt
watching.
opinion.
Honestly, blunt opinion. I don't mind who the breadwinner is in the family. However, I'm not going to dispute the fact that I want to be taken care of. Now, I'm on the fence on this. Okay. Like, there is no problem if I am the breadwinner of the family. But again, I do not want to forget that the Bible says I am supposed to submit to my man. What does that mean? That even when I am bringing the money to the table, I am still the wife at home. And that I accept, even when I'm earning more. However, when it comes to the aspect of who is the breadwinner, and I think this is an issue as to why very many men do not want to allow women to cater for them, because yesterday I was seated with about 6 gentlemen, and surprisingly, we were having this discussion, and one of them told me, I cannot allow a woman, we go out on a date and then she's paying the bills, she's paying for umeme, she's paying for water. For me, that makes me feel less of a man. Now, there are men like that. Yeah. There are men who do not mind. But now, those who mostly feel like, you know, I cannot allow a woman to take care of me, it comes from the aspect that when women do that, then they start feeling that they're the husbands of the home, which is wrong. You're a woman, he's a man, and that is just the way it is.
No,
but wait.
If I provide in a home, I'm definitely going to be a man.
You see, that's the problem we're having. But for me, I do not. It's not an issue of either the man or the woman. Whoever provides it our money, like, let's build together, let's forge a way forward together. Why does it have to be that it should be you? That's why our men are committing suicide and are depressed, because they are stressed about, you know, Aggie now needs nails, Ateshi needs hair, and all this burden is on me as one person.
Sarah, what do you have to say about that?
So we're talking about ideal breadwinner and only speaking in the financial aspect. This is only has everything, anything. It's only about money. I think that is the easy part. Providing financially is the easy part. It takes a lot more to raise a home, to protect a home, to secure a home, to make sure everybody is mentally stable and sane. It takes a lot more. So providing money to make sure that everybody is getting the bare minimum is the easy part. I mean, what is the minimum wage in the country? It's about 6,000 Uganda shillings, right? About 6,000. There are husbands who are bringing home that money, and it's like, okay, 6K here is your kameza money.
Make the
most of it, make it happen. You have a roof over your head, there's mukene and posho, you can survive. That is the easy part. So, but when it comes to when you talk about provision in a home, both parents or both adults in the home have to provide to that home, and not just financially, because, like, again, I say financial provision is the easy part, but then there's emotional provision, there's psychological stability, there's security. All these things have a lot more effort put in them as opposed to financial provision. In the event that you're in, I think now that times are changed, since women started getting empowered in the early 70s up to now, we are just evolving. Gender roles are now evolving. There are men who are choosing to be house husbands. There are women who are choosing to sit at home, and vice versa. You understand? So I think just find a dynamic that works well in your relationship, and then don't let anybody else sway you into thinking that their method is a lot better.
Me, I think I'm a very traditional woman, and I just believe that men are supposed to be providers, because it's very well stated in the Bible.
That doesn't make you a traditional woman.
Yes, I am traditional like that. I expect that a man be the provider. I can only come in or step in, or a woman should step in when in the event that you are failing at the moment. However, a man should know that they solely have to provide for their family.
First of all, I want to say this. First of all, I want to say this. The problem that happens is that we like to impose our beliefs or our feelings onto another person. So if you're a traditional woman, find your traditional man.
Exactly.
Who thinks that whose
traditional
thoughts are
Yes, what I'm looking
find
for.
you a traditional man
who believes in providing.
whose ideologies.
Boko Yumbe
Find you a traditional man whose ideologies are aligned with yours. Don't find you a man who thinks
And try to
that you
change
should
them.
also support, and then you try to.
No.
It is absolutely ridiculous.
Yes, my issue with a traditional man who is going to provide for you, it's not because they're doing it because it gives them so much pride.
Exactly.
It comes with a bit of them being control freaks.
Nanti, that is what
you
she
understand?
wants.
Yes,
And I'm
pointing it out for her.
actually
I'm
say,
pointing it out for her that most of these men who think, yeah, it's my right to provide and what, they're control freaks. The moment that money stops coming in and the roles have reversed, you will see the real
that
kind
is
of
when
person
you
you
get
have
the
in your
wrong man.
house.
Shivan, and I can say exactly what you said. You said earlier, there are men who take pride in providing for their women and for their families with no problem whatsoever.
so
So
that's a
that's
man
the,
that
exactly that's
that
the,
doesn't make you a
I'm not looking for someone who doesn't want to provide and then try to
that
change.
makes
No,
That
it's
is not what I'm
a
asking
traditional
for.
man. They will provide, but they'll still be
I think I'm a
control
traditional
freaks.
woman.
Not
Not that
all
I'm
of
looking for a
them.
tradition. No, that
Not all of them. Not
Nanti,
all of them.
Don't impose your ideologies.
Yeah.
on her.
I have my
I'm trying to
personal
understand
ideologies.
this statement.
Yes.
You're a traditional woman, but you don't want a traditional man.
No. I'm saying I'm not looking to actually impose my beliefs on someone else.
Okay.
I would
So you
definitely
need
want
to go for a
someone.
traditional man.
No. I definitely want someone that believes in the same things like I do. If I believe a man should be a provider, they should believe that they are
Same.
providers.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm not looking for someone who doesn't believe in the same ideologies and try to change them.
Okay,
No.
okay.
I'm not looking at that. However, in the recent past, there's been a section of men, especially some Kampala men, who have been pushing the narrative that, if you're my girlfriend, you are not entitled to me taking care of you. What do you think of that?
But you're a girlfriend, you're not a wife. So why are you? Why are you
But
advocating
however,
for
on the
wife?
other end, there is the same men believe that a woman should actually, if you're my girlfriend, show up over the weekend
Because you're
and clean
selling
up
your
and
soul.
do all those
Sure.
things.
Thank
So
you.
that's what
Let me,
can-
because as
cannot-
a woman, let me just say this, because as women, we are selling ourselves short. We are selling the idea that the mere fact that I'm your girlfriend, on Sunday, I'm going to come home and cook Sunday lunch. On Wednesday, I'm going to be washing your clothes. Then on Thursday, I'm going to iron. What? Of course, if that is the way you have literally thrown yourself at the man, that is selling yourself short. So if the man is not, in your head, you're like making it seem like, okay, he ought to give me money, but like, then at the same time, you're saying, but I need a traditional man, and then I need someone who is going to provide for me. But again, you're selling yourself short. Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from. Like, why are you selling yourself short? Why are you accepting wife price? You're accepting to be paid for as a wife, yet you're still a girlfriend.
I'm actually not going to. I'm not going to participate in this kind of discussion because we're always blaming the women. But what role are the men playing in this? At the end of the day, we know men are master manipulators. At the end of the day, they can trick you into doing anything for them. So if your man reduces you to doing wife chores when you're a girlfriend, they should be able to take care of you. They should be able to provide for you.
So your
But you
argument
see,
is that
first of
they
all,
should man up and be able
yes,
to. If
I'm not
they
even going to
said-
blame the women for because what they're
I
doing is
think
so that they're killing
that
someone.
arrangement does
Yes,
make
you're not
sense.
killing someone, but at the end of the day, if you reduce your girlfriend to
If
doing
you
your
reduce your
chores,
girl to
washing
be
your
your
jeans,
wife, then you
washing
might
your
as well
jeans over
cater
the
to her
weekends,
things.
provide for them.
Ladies, this is what I'm going to say. I think we should blame the women.
No,
Let me finish. This is why I say we should blame the women. Because why are you accepting to stoop so low Yeah, stoop solo to do so much for somebody who is not doing anything for you in return. As in, use your head. Why are women? But hold on, Shivat.
Why are you dating someone who's not giving it
hold on, Shivat. Listen, ladies, like on a serious note, you should stop blaming men for treating you badly. Start asking yourself, why am I accepting this kind of behavior? I am deserving of more, and that is because a lot of you ladies romanticize the bare minimum. Because he smiles at you, oh my goodness, he loves me. Because he replies a message, oh my goodness, he loves me. Because he gave you one time, small, not even that. He gave you small 1 GB data. Now you're in love. We should start blaming ourselves for accepting less than the bare minimum and selling ourselves short. Now going back to answering your question. Again, it goes back to, if you find somebody whose dots are not connecting with yours, please don't waste your time. Move on. Don't even start going into a debate. Don't even start going into a debate that you must provide for me, you must take care of me. No, you should not. And on top of that, the Bible says, until that person marries you, that is when you start doing those things for them. So yes, I do believe that men should not, you shouldn't provide for a woman if she's not your wife, because she's not your wife. Why are you providing for her? She doesn't have parents, she doesn't have a job, she can't work for herself. Let me tell you something. Let me finish. You know, like just how they say that women are not rehabilitation centers for badly raised men. Well, men are not poverty eradication schemes for women who have refused to work and take care of themselves. No. So until you prove yourself, you are not entitled to anybody's money. That is not your husband.
What do you mean until you prove yourself?
Yes, until you prove yourself that you are a wife.
Sarah has said. That is why I have an issue with women wanting men to provide for them things themselves cannot afford. You want to be taken. Wait, you want to be taken to an expensive restaurant. Wait, guys. You want to be taken to an expensive restaurant, but you cannot even afford to take yourself there. Another thing is, apart from bringing yourself, what else do you add? What other value? Let me tell you something. Let me take my point home to the women out there watching, guys. Can we add a bit of value to ourselves as women?
Respect yourself.
You do not even have to put a price tag. Add some valuable skills. Have some financial literacy. Don't just be there chewing a man's money. Be a potential. You see, that is why, and yesterday a man told me that the reason as to why men never marry women that they drink and smoke with is because you cannot marry a wild animal. How do you marry a wild animal? And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm here having these cocktails with you. So, Kwagama, when you look at me, you say a wild animal.
Oh my God.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
Why do you feel the need to prove yourself to a man? A man will see your worth.
It is not me proving myself to a man.
You have to prove it for him to see.
Do they prove themselves to you? Do they prove themselves to you? Ladies, live your lives. Live your lives. If you're going to take that cocktail,
you know what? I want to say this.
At the end of the day, if a man reduces you to someone who's going to clean the house, cook for him, he should provide for you. I do not care if you have a ring on your finger, he should provide for you.
What Steve said has made sense. Like, if you're doing that, he should be able to provide. But if you're not doing that, then he's not obligated.
Can I please make a submission? This is what I have to say. You find yourself washing clothes, cleaning houses, and cooking Sunday. First, hold on. Let me finish. Can I please finish?
Okay.
You find yourself cooking, washing clothes, and cooking Sunday lunch because you are trying to get money out of this man. So you're trying to say, oh my goodness, I am such wife material, so give me some transport. Please respect yourself. Go and cook and clean at your house. This is you are lowering your standard because you have no financial independence. So make your own money.
Ladies. Well, this is a conversation. This is a conversation that will probably go on and on, but I mean, we can always have the conversation. We can always have this conversation again next week, since today is a Friday. But all you have to do is connect with us on our socials, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at CTV Uganda. Let us know, do you think that men should be sole providers in relationships and marriages? Let us know. Would love to hear from you. But that winds up what we had for you today on Our Views. This is Sunrise at Sea. Don't blink.
All right, well, that wraps up the conversation we had today and the show we had today. I hope you had a wonderful time with us on the show. And I'll close with this. Just as women are not rehabilitation centers for badly raised men, men are not poverty eradication schemes or projects for women who cannot financially take care of themselves. So kindly, from today forth, if you have been relying on this, go ahead to improve yourself, be better as an individual. And please, you find yourself stuck in situations because you financially depend on somebody else. Learn to be a person of your own. Well, until next week, same time, same place, Monday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Be good, be kind, continue working hard, keep on, thriving and striving for better. And also learn to respect yourself. Bye.